Well, let's talk about Dinky Toys. This is a Dinky Toys Ford Transit, obviously. This is the one of the last models that Dinky did before they went bust, and their production came to an end for good. This is a Dinky Toys. This is a custom van. This one, obviously, it's just a body shell. So I've taken it apart. I've had some problems with this. I showed it briefly in the previous video, but it had some really awful paper stickers on it, and I've used white spirit in the past to get sticker residue off models, and I've tried white spirit on it and it hasn't worked. I've tried vinegar, I've tried nail polish remover, I've tried WD-40 because someone said WD-40 works well. Normally it probably does. I mean, it's starting to come off, but it's been really hard work to get this far. This adhesive seems to be, it's gone rock hard, and it seems to be bonded to the paint, but it is sort of coming off. But I think I need to soak it in vinegar overnight or something. It needs a long soak in something, because the metallic blue paint is really nice. I want to reassemble it with the custom van with the wheels and the side parts looks really good, but without the stickers. So hopefully I can get the residue off that, and it will reveal the nice paint underneath it, because I like the blue paint. And this is my favourite Dinky Transit casting. This is a sorry, got my finger in professional quality videos, not. Yeah, I got my finger in the lens there, but yeah, because this is the modification they did to the Transit body shell to you know, resemble the later shaped Transits, and yeah, it's really nice. It will be nice if I can get the sticker stuff off it, but more work to do on that. That's a work in progress. But I'll show you some other Dinky Toys I bought recently. I bought this. This is a Dinky Toys. It is the Dinky Toys Meccano Limited Plymouth Grand Fury, made in England. This is one of the last models they made. Plastic base, very basic, no opening features at all. It came with a radio area on the back, and it's got the same roof light on it that was used for the police cars. The mini police car has that same roof sign on it, but yeah, I got this fairly cheap off eBay. It was in really good condition, apart from it had been scratched by somebody. Somebody had scratched it. There's a slight crack in the windscreen, but you can see from the wheels it hasn't been played with very much, so it's in pretty good nick really. The wheels are in pretty good order. I've basically I went running with some yellow paint, and I touched in all the paint chips. Had various paint chips around the body shell. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you can see paint chip. The paint's a bit rough and ready here and there. I touched in the bumpers with silver paint, with silver paint where it had been chipped. I've done the headlights because they were a bit chipped up with silver paint. I've also put some orange on the those marker lights on the front, and yeah, it's not brilliant, but it's not a brilliant model anyway. Really, it's quite a basic casting. I picked out the hubcaps in yellow because they were silver originally. It's hubcaps I've done in yellow, like the real taxis. A lot of the taxis in real life, New York cabs, would have had the wheels in yellow as well. The transfers are in pretty good order. I mean, it's actually not bad shape really, but I've just touched in the paint chips. The other thing I've done, that the sills, I've done the sills black, because they look a bit, on this model the sills they come straight down. On the real car they would curve underneath the car, but they're flat on this model. It looks really wrong. It makes the car look the proportions look wrong. But I've had some of these models before, and this is what I've done on a model I had before this. I had a previous, I can't speak. What I'm trying to say is I've owned one of these cars before, and I did that on my previous one. So I knew that if I did the sills black, it makes the model look a whole lot better. It doesn't look so slabby sided. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that. So on the back you've got the factory red paint on the rear end, and that looks good. So yeah, so I might have missed it. There's a chip there I haven't done, isn't there? Never mind. Anyway, so that's that one. Keep watching, because there's a really nice Dinky toy to show you at the end of this video. I'm really pleased with it. It's a really good one. So don't miss that. Don't switch off now. This is the next one I want to show you. So we're going back really. These two models are ones that Dinky did at the end of their production before they went bust really. That was in their final days they did those two. But this is one they did a bit earlier. Early 70s I think this date's from. This is of course the Lotus Shopa. And I've got a couple of these actually. And it's got the speedy wheels on them, but they don't look too bad, the speedy wheels. All I've done on this is I've got quite good paintwork on it. All I did, they came with some orange stripe on the front which I've removed. So I took that sticker off with white spirit and it came straight off. It had a couple of goes because the adhesive had gone a bit hard, but it did come off. But you can see that's the factory paint underneath the sticker. That's the colour it should have been new, but it's got a bit of paint fade on it, but that's okay. It's very slight chipping. I've done the I picked out the front rear bumpers as on the real car because they would have been silver or chrome. It's got the number plates on it. It's got it indoors, which you can see. It's got no steering wheel because the steering wheel on these models is very brittle. I've had a couple of these, and each time the steering wheels are usually broken, or they just break when you touch them because it's made out of very brittle plastic. And let's have a look. The engine detail. Oh, this is the problem with doing filming without a stand, because it's blooming hard to do stuff. You haven't got a spare hand to do it. I'm trying to open the boot. Engine cover, whatever you call bonnet. Can't speak. They've got the engine done there in gold, but that's not bad. It says Lotus Shopa on the engine cover, just so that the people making it in the factory know what it was for. That's quite funny. Yeah, but it's a nice little model, but I've got no idea why they didn't just paint it all one colour, because as far as I know, the Lotus Shopa from the factory always came in one colour. It was never done two-tone from the factory. So why they did the back end black, why they did these rear panels and the roof in the blue, I don't no idea really. It would look much better in one colour, and I've actually got another one that I'm repainting into one colour anyway. I'm painting one that's going to be completely yellow, so that'll be interesting to see if that looks much different or not really at all. Not much different. Anyway, so that's that one. That's the Dinky Toys Lotus Shopa from the sort of early 70s. And here we have a really cool model. I'm so pleased to get this one. Here it is. This is one of the best models I've got in my collection, and I'm so pleased to get it. These are quite rare, not specifically maybe particularly, well, they are rare. They don't come up very much, and when they do, they're very expensive. This is a Dinky Toys Bedford Pallet Jor, if that's how you say it, truck by Dinky Super Toys. And yeah, this was not cheap. Yeah, Dinky Super Toys Bedford Pallet Jor van Meccano Limited. I think this was made in the 50s. Number 930, made in England. And I believe this one comes without windows as well. There is a version of this, the early version I think didn't have windows in it, but this has got the window in it, and it's in really good condition. You know, you can see the glass is all good. It's got paint chips obviously, but look at, sorry, I'm scraping it on the surface and making funny noises with the tyres, but if you look at the side of the cab, this side, that paint, if it'll focus, there's hardly any chips on that side of the cab, really. And this side of the bodywork, you've got a bit of fading to the, because I think that's printed on there. It's not. That's not a transfer. That's printed on somehow. and it's a bit faded, but it's still there. It's got a good patina to it. I really like it. On this side you've got the Meccano on the front. That's a bit worn in the corner. Unfortunately there's a bit of scraping and a bit of chipping and scratching on this side, but still this does not need restoration. And this is definitely not going to go on my scrapyard diorama, because it's just got, yeah, I'd never do that. This is a real quality toy, and it weighs a lot as well. It's really quite heavy. It's a chunky thing. And in the back, it took me a while to work out how to open the back doors. Let's see if I can do this now. There we go. You have to slightly lift the rear doors up to open them. And in the back you've got this tin plate section, and that slides out with a handle. Now I won't be able to do it on camera because I haven't got a stand, as you well know. If you watch my videos, let's just see if I can. Let's have a go. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, no, I can possibly do this. Let's see if I can. You can see it moving. Let's try again, and I'll put the torch on so we can see. There we go. Now you can see what it's doing. It sort of goes inwards. As you turn the handle, that goes in. So it's working, it's doing its thing. And it slides to the front. It came with plastic pallets, which would have been sort of ejected by this thing. Hence the ejector name, I guess. And we'll do it back the other way. See if I can do it. You can see it operating. It slides out, the bottom bit slides out first, then the top bit slides out. And there we go, that's it. And it's full extent, so that's the working feature in it. Yeah, this is such a cool truck. I'm really pleased with this. I mean, it wasn't cheap. I paid a little bit more for this than I usually pay. Sorry, that's the dog. Yeah, I paid a bit more for this than I normally pay for a model, but it was worth every penny, to be honest. And it was still way less money than they normally go for. They normally go for a lot more than what I paid. So, and this is in such good condition. It needs nothing at all. It's just a nice patina. It's a beautiful truck. I don't quite understand why Dinky never used this Bedford cab on any other models. As far as I know, this Bedford cab only ever was used on this particular model. So they could have used it on other vehicles as well, I would have thought. But hey, it's really nice, and I think this is my favourite model of my whole collection. Out of all the models I've got, this is my favourite. I never thought I'd be able to get one of these, to be honest. They don't come up very often, and usually they cost them, well, sometimes they're into 3 figures. I got this for less than 50 quid, basically, and it's worth more than that, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm well chuffed with that. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. This video's gone on long enough. There we go. So there's my 2 models from the late 70s, early 80s, when Dinky went, just before the Dinky went down the pan. Slightly earlier model, and a model from the 1950s, which is a real classic. That's a real Dinky toy, isn't it? Classic one. That is a favourite. That is brilliant, and I'm so happy to have that. So thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully the next video will be a scrapyard update. I'll keep looking at things on eBay. Sorry, that's the dog again. Looking at things on eBay because I'm quite keen to do another unboxing video, but I keep getting outbid on job lots at the moment, so that might be my fault. I might have drawn attention to job lots on eBay being a bargain, and so maybe I shot myself in the foot. But anyway, there we go. I'll leave it now. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye. Take care.